What's up, you mad lads? SkullGamer20 here, back again with another one. Now, before we start off the video, itinerary for upcoming agenda. First off, if you find yourself enjoying the video and you like my content and you want to see more of it, feel free to drop a like and subscribe so you can help the channel grow, so you'll be notified whenever I upload again, and so you can help reach new people. Second order business. Sorry I haven't uploaded recently. I've had to juggle a lot of things, college and other personal matters I won't get into because that's boring, you know. But I'm now getting back into recording for YouTube, which I'll be doing on YouTube. I don't do any Patreon stuff, none of that. I just stick with videos. I'm going to have to be juggling college work and video scheduling a wee bit because it's kind of hard balancing them. So the scheduling of videos might be a wee bit mixed up at times, may seem a bit confusing, but just be patient with me and I'm sure you'll get to enjoy the content and you'll love me either way. But if you don't really enjoy watching my videos, you know, free to watch anything else. I'm not going to force you. But with that out of the way, let's get into the video. Now, we'll be starting a new series of videos on a game called Dead by Daylight. Now, to put it down to its simplest thing, it's a 4v1 multiplayer game. 4 people have to escape a thing called a trial, which is a match, whereas one person, a killer, has to hunt them down and hook them, or do other stuff to slow them down and kill them before they all escape. As you can see here, I've just leveled up from a previous match, so I'll just pick one of my things. I think flashbang's more important than bite the bullet. Now, to get you introduced to the game, I will do a custom match and a custom match for both Survivor and the Killer. Now, this won't show fully how people play the game. This is just to introduce you to what the game is like. But I think I'll take off offering. I'll put on a flashlight. Alright, let's see, increasing 6 seconds of. I'll put on dual green add-ons. Now, what this is a will-o-wisp flashlight. What's important about that is that basically is a Halloween event item. Now, it's happening because it's still Halloween time. So, there are going to be pumpkins around the map which you can break. So if you break a trick pumpkin, you'll get slowed down. If you break a tree pumpkin, you'll get sped up for a short duration. Or you could just break it and nothing happens. It's just luck of the dice. Now right now, we're going to get into the match and I'll show you what it's like from the survivor's perspective. And then I'll show you what it's like from the killer's perspective. So that'll kind of give you a rough idea. And I got planned for tomorrow, we'll do a proper video where I will show you some of the fun builds I play as killer and survivor. Right now, seeing as it's bots, there's no other people running perks or anything like that. So as I said, this isn't meant to give you a rough introduction of what the player's like. It's meant to show you how the game plays. So as I said, I'll show you one from the survivor side, show you from killer. Recently, the game got a big update, and as you can see from the details here, it's very well done. Now keep in mind, this is a mobile version of the main Dead by Daylight game. So keep in mind that if you want to play this, or you have a console or a PC, you can always play it on there, but I prefer to play it mobile because it's much more accessible for me, and it's much more easy to record videos. So it looks like we got the Suffocation Pit, which is one of the maps you can get. So right now, there's another survivor over there. And as you can see with my Halloween flashlight, if I do this, it's a little ghost. It's a little ghost flashlight, which is very cute, personally. So right now we'll go find ourselves a generator, which is something we have to do during a trial or a match. Right, so I don't know who the killer is, but by the looks of him running. So what I'm doing right now is I'm doing this thing called booning. What that means is that whenever you find a totem, you can do one of two things. You can cleanse it, which gets rid of it, and there's 5 of them that spawn around the map. You can cleanse it, which gets rid of it, or you can bless it if you have a boon perk equipped. What that can do is that can create a small range around you, which protects you, and it'll give you bonuses while in that range. So the boon I'm running right now only has a 24-meter range, but it gives you a 2% haste. which is useful because it can get you to areas you wouldn't normally reach because, you know, you're 2% faster. So right now we're doing a generator. There's like 7 or 8 that spawn per map, and you only have to do 5 to, yeah, 8 spawn in a trial, which is a match. As you can see, there is one right over there, but we're focusing on this one because it's got the most progress. So you gotta do 5 of them to escape. But whenever you're doing a generator or you're healing a person, like as you can see up there, bot 3, you have to do the action on it. But when doing that, skill checks can appear. And if you succeed the skill check, you continue doing it. And the more smaller zone skill check you hit, the better the bonus. But say if you fail, like here, it stops doing the action for a short duration, and you lose progress on it. But normally I can hit them because I'm playing the game for a while. As you can see, that kind of aura over there, that means another survivor has done a skill check, or a generator, sorry. So there's only 4 left to do. And I've nearly done this one, so I'll finish this one, then I'll go over there. But what I will do after I've done this generator is I'll try to find the killer so I can kind of show you what chase is like. Maybe even get a cheeky blind. Alright, nice. Got another generator, another gen done. So we'll go over to this one and we'll focus on doing it. But what I might do is I'll have a quick wee look, see if I can find any other... Oh, it's a twins. So what's interesting about the twins killer is that with the twins, right, hang on, where'd they go? So they're chasing down the Jake right now. Alright, so they're going off somewhere. I don't know where, but we'll go heal this guy off. So what happens to him is he's in the dying state. What that means is that you can't do anything in the dying state except recover or move, but at a much slower pace. So getting survivors off the dying state is important, as it means that they're much more able to help out. And as you can see, he's now injured. What that means is that whenever he gets hit again, he's back into the dying state, but he also leaves these things called pools of blood, which make you easier to track. And a fair few perks make it so whenever survivors are in the dying state, or injured state, they gain negative side effects. But we'll quickly do this generator here. Hopefully, if I can, after I get this generator done, I'll go off and find the killer and I can kind of show you what it's like to be going up against them. But as I will remind you once again, this is an accurate representation. Oh, someone went down. Where is she? She's all the way over there. This is an accurate representation of how survivors play. It's just to show you how the game functions, how certain things work and all that. So right now that Jake's going to... Oh, seems we've been spotted. We'll go off and rescue this person off the hook. Now, hooks are a feature in the game where if you get hooked once, you can try to escape, but you have a slow chance, or you can wait to get rescued by someone. Now, certain perks let you escape off hook easy, but if you wait for too long for someone on a hook, then they will enter what's called the struggle phase. Now, you can enter the struggle phase, or you can get hooked twice to enter this state. And what that means is, while you're in the struggle phase... Oh, where's the killer? Oh, they're all right over there. Oi! Twins! They seem to be very focused on this. Right, we'll go. Oh, yay! We managed to get a thing called flashlight save. What that means is that we leave... Are they after us? No, they're not after us. What that means is that if you use a flashlight on a killer who's carrying someone, which means that they transport someone to a hook, they then are then freed from it, but put her into the injured state. Whenever someone comes off a hook or is off struggling, they automatically be put into the injured state. Right, that's one gen left, as you can see. So now what I gotta do is do one more generator. Alright, let's see if we can find that killer again. They're called twins. Now, what makes them unique is that they have a little bit. The main killer is the chick, which is the one in the hat, called Charlotte. And what she can do is she can separate her little brother called Victor, which is a small little creature, barely be able to be called human, which I'm sad to say. He can separate off her, and they can work as a double team. What that means is that one can separate from another. Where is the... Be gone. Be gone, Charlotte. She can separate her brother Victor from her. What that means is that he can act as a small little baby zombie, basically. And so then he can track down survivors. So which means that they're basically a double team. They can act as two separate people, which makes them very hard to deal with at times. But Victor's small and feeble, so when he gets stunned, you can kick him like a baby, like that episode of, like the one of the first episodes of South Park. It's a very fun thing. You know? Yes? Kind of in the middle of something? So, as I was saying, the killer can come track you down. Ooh, this Dwight looks like he's in a bit of bother. It looks like he might be being chased by Charlotte. Seems a bit nervous and a bit reluctant. The problem with bots at times is that their AI is a bit unpredictable. So it's kind of hard to, keep them on certain objectives. Now, right next to us, this thing is called an exit gate. Whenever all 5 generators are repaired, you go to one of these things and you have to wait a certain duration while opening it. Whenever you do, you'll have the ability to escape the trial. Oh, I see her over there. She's all the way over there. She's coming towards us. No. Oh no, we're all grouped up. She doesn't seem to be interested in us, strangely. Which is a bit of a shame. Would have loved to have been chased by her, you know? I kind of show you what it's like. As I said, I would love to show you it, but sometimes the killer just will not be, useful. Alright, so right now I'm opening up an exit gate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a thing called 99ing. So what I'll do is I will 19 the exit gate to like 99% progress, but then I will leave it be. And the reason I'll do that is so... Alright, come here, Zarina. No, she's just... Yeah, the bots are one-minded. They only focus on... Oh, nice. Dwight escaped off hook. Now, that timer up there you see is called the endgame collapse. What that means that if I don't escape before then, I'm dead. So which is why it's important I don't dilly-dally. But I do want to show you the killer. So, I'll just unlock this other exit gate. Right, alright, the Dwight's getting chased because as you can see above his little thing, not just the big claws, but the little claws around the edge indicate that they're being chased. But seeing as they've stopped twitching and they're no longer there, it means no one else is chasing him. So I'll just open this other exit gate a wee second. There we go, that's opened up. Alright. Alright, someone's being carried off. Okay, let's see if we can't rescue him from the hook. Oh, we're gonna probably have an Uno reverse. Sneak past him. And get him off hook. Alright, come on, Jake, let's get you out of here. Alright, looks like all 4 of us are gonna escape. Where's Charlotte? Whee! Killer blind. Nope, looks like the killer failed in getting us this time. So that means we've escaped. And now, as you can see, this is the end of match, which means it shows that we escaped. And now, normally, you can see how well you've done. So Lightbringer is how well you've done in repairing generators. Unbroken is how well you can escape without getting hit too much. And Benevolent is how well you heal and unhook. whereas Evader is how well you can stay hidden from them or win chases against them. As you can see, that was Charlotte, or the twins. Their power is Blood Bond. I'll explain more of their power to you whenever I play Killer now. So now, as you can see, that was sort of what it was like as Survivor, but we didn't get chased as much, so that's my apologies. But as I said, bots can be unpredictable. But now we will do a match as Killer. Now, what's a good kind of killer to show you what it's like as? Who'd be not too complicated of a killer to show. We'll do one of the original killers, not one that are licensed. We'll show you one of my personal favorites called the Doctor. Now, Doctor is an interesting killer. His whole power revolves around using his two abilities, Static Blast and Static Shock. What they do is that whenever you're struck by them, they interrupt your actions but negate Oblivious, which is where you can't hear the killer's terror radius, which alerts you to whenever a killer is incoming. So say I use something like, say, Hysteria, where whenever I injure someone, they suffer from Oblivious, and then I shock them, Oblivious ends early, because obviously you're not going to be oblivious then when you get shocked by electricity. We will not run, we'll do both Iridescent. We'll not run any add-ons, just to kind of show you what it's like. But what I'll do is I'll do Maple Night to show you Area of Effect. Kind of just like, let you see how it is. Now, what that does is whenever you shock someone, that increases your Madness bar. In Madness 1, you scream once whenever you get to it, and reveal your position to the Doctor, and it slightly affects the placement of skill checks in the direction. What that means is that occasionally a skill check will go the opposite direction and the skill check button will be on the other side. So basically Madness confuddles with your concentration and makes things harder to do. In Madness 2, you experience hallucinations of the Doctor which don't exist. And it moderately affects your skill check placement, which means it happens more often and causes you to scream once as well. Now, Madness 3, you scream intermittently, which means every so often, at a random interval, you'll scream. And you'll also experience illusionary Doctor things. Now, you can't heal, repair, sabotage, unlock, cleanse, or use items until you snap out of Madness 3. So you can't really do anything. But whenever you do snap out of it, you go back down to Madness 1. So what you need to remember is that once you get to Madness 1, you can never get out of Madness. You can go up to 2, and then up to 3, and then back down to 1, but you can never get out of it, you're always mad. Now his other ability is called Shock Therapy. And what it is that it is a cone attack. What it does is that you use it and then you shock someone in front of you. What that does is that will negate Oblivious, but it'll shock them, increase their madness, but it'll also stop them from doing any actions. So say they're repairing or healing or getting someone off a hook, you could shock them with Shock Therapy and it stops them from doing it. But what its main use is whenever you shock them with Shock Therapy, they can't vault, which, as you've seen what I did there with windows and pallets, you can't do that. So killers very often use Shock Therapy to stop survivors from vaulting so they can get a hit on them. But then his other ability is Static Blast. As I mentioned before, terror radius is this kind of heartbeat area which surrounds the killer, usually set at 32 meters, but can go as low as 24 for normal ones. Other survivors don't have a heartbeat, which makes them stealth killers, but I'll get into that at some later points. Static Blast basically sends a shock around you everywhere, which makes all survivors in your terror radius get screamed and increase madness. Numerically, Static Blast will increase your survivor's madness by 1 tier, whereas Shock Therapy will take a couple of hits to increase your madness, which makes Static Blast very strong. But it has a 60-second cooldown numerically, so you can only use like once every so often. But which is why I'm running a perk called Distressing, which increases my terror radius as well as gives me bonus blood points. Now the bonus BP, as I call them, are handy enough, but I'm much rather the increased terror radius whenever Static Blast comes around. Plus a bigger terror radius means survivors can be more nervous of where you are. One of his personal perks I'm running is called Overcharge, which means that whenever I kick a generator to make it regress, which as you saw I was repairing a gen, when they do that, I can overcharge. What that means is that whenever someone touches it, they'll get a very hard skill check. If they succeed, it'll not make the generator explode, as you've seen before, but will you'll not much happens. If they feel it though, it'll explode, lose some extra progress, and the killer will know where they are. But if they don't repair it during that time, then it'll start to regress really fast over the course of about 30 seconds. Now, one of his other good ones is called Dead Man Switch, which is from a different killer, but I managed to get to very rare for him. Now, as you can see here, it says after hooking the survivor, Dead Man Switch activates for 45 seconds. When activated, any survivor who stops repairing a generator before it fully repairs will cause the entity to block the generator until Dead Man Switch ends, and any gen that's blocked is revealed to you in an aura in white. Now, normally you can see every generator aura in red, so you'll see blocked ones in white. Now, the reason this is good in Doctor is, as I mentioned, Static Blast can kick survivors off certain actions. Now, what that means is that whenever they get shocked by it, they scream, which means they let go of whatever they're doing. So, say survivors are working on a generator, and then you shock them with Static Blast, and then they scream after you've hooked someone, they let go of the generator, which means Dead Man Switch blocks it. So, it's a very powerful combo. And then finally, one of the more recently updated ones is Scourge Hook Monster Shrine. And what that means is at the start of the trial, 4 random hooks are changed to Scourge hooks, and when you see them, their auras are in white, but not much kind of the same aura like of a block gen, but it's just white colour. And what that means is that whenever you're 24 meters away from that hook, Scourge hooks grant 20% extra entity progress, and basement hooks count as Scourge hooks. And why that's important is it used to be with Monster Shrine, basement hooks, which are a certain area, which are unbreakable hooks that spawn in a thing called the basements, which usually appears in the main building, or Killer Shack, which is a shack that spawns on almost every map. It'll mean is that it used to be it's hard to get off those. They granted faster progress, harder to escape, and less likely to escape. But they had to change it so you could not have that. But enough wasting time. We'll get into a match as Killer, and we'll do Suffocation Pit as well. Normally, I play Suffocation Pit map because it's just a simple enough map, fairly decent size, simple loops and palette areas, as well as just, it's simple, one of the most generic maps. So as you can see, I'm running a thing called Mori. Now why that's important is with a Mori, whenever a survivor reaches second hook stage, next time you hook them, they'll die. But with a Mori, instead of hooking them a third time and breaking the hook, you can instead perform a thing called a Mori, which is like a kill animation. So like basically, instead of hooking them and breaking the hook, you kill them with this cool animation, which is really fun. Now the Doctor, his animation is kind of him shocking a survivor and like frazzling their mind. He basically lobotomizes them in a way. He turns them into a vegetable. Now remember, this is normally it's an 18 round game because of the blood and violence. Right, so we spawned here. Now as you can see, this kind of outline in front of us, this is the shock therapy range, this kind of electrical outline. So say if I was to do this, that's the kind of goes forward in a cone shape. I'm only putting this on so you can kind of see what it's like. We'll do a quick static blast here to get survivors into madness. Oh, we struck 3 of them. We'll overcharge this generator. And we'll go after the person that was over here, a Yunjin. And normally what's a good strategy? Go, oh nice, we got a cheeky little hit there on Yunjin. Normally what's a good strategy is to strike survivors with shock therapy. And as you can see, she can't vault the pallet. But now we'll break this, so she can't use that, and then we'll go pick her up. Alright, you're coming off us, Yunjin. But we'll go hook her on the Scourge Hook Monstrous Shrine, which means it'll have faster progress when we're further away. Oh, as you can see, Dead Man Switch activates, which means the generators get blocked. Right now I don't know where they've gone off to. Oh. Someone's over here. We'll give her a cheeky little shock. We'll also do a quick little static shock. Bam! Make her mad, and we'll do a cheeky little hit on her. So now she's injured. We can follow her scratch marks, which they leave behind when they run, to track them, and we'll follow her blood as well. she vaulted. Not a bad vault. But now we'll hit her there, and now she's down again. Right, we'll go hook her on this Scourge Hook for faster progress. And now I will go kick this generator. I know that she's going to get rescued, but I gotta go kick these gens and make sure they regress. The one over here has a fair bit of progress, so we'll go over and kick that. You know, the main thing is to keep generators not finished, you know? Oh, they healed her up, and as you can see, they're now in madness. And as you'll probably see soon, oh, we'll do a quick little static blast. Oh, we managed to get all 4 of them. Nice. Right, we'll target the uninjured, the healed up Michaela, and we'll also target the Jeff. Nice, we got a cheeky hit on the Jeff. Oh, nice, we got a good grab there. What you can do also is that when a survivor performs a rushed action, if you're close enough, you can go in for a grab, which means they immediately get put into carried state. Oh, nice, nice. We got ourselves a fresh Deadman's. We'll also back away from him. Oh, she's in tier 3 madness, which means she can't really do much. Oh, they managed. Did they manage to get him off her? Right, we're going for a cheeky little hit in the Zarina. Nice, nice, nice. We'll put him back into madness. Oh, nice. Got managed to hit her over the window. Oh yeah, Jeff's progress is going very fast. We'll pick her up and in the carry state. And as I mentioned before, Cyrus in the carry state can't do much, but they can wiggle out. And if they wiggle out, they can stun the killer and be put back into injured. But now we'll just go for our static blast and we'll shock them again. Oh, what was that illusion of the doctor doing above the roof, man? Illusionary doctors are occasionally used as a form of tracking. They're not really used as the form of deceiving them. Oh, we fudged our hit there. Oh, missed again. Gotta be more careful with my hits. Alright, she can't fault because she's shocked. The problem with these bots is that they're not very intelligent. As you can see, she's crawling away. We'll deny her that, and we'll go hook her again. Ooh, nice! We got ourselves a Scourge Hook monster shrine over here. Nice, nice, nice. Apologies for the lag, though, guys. It can be troublesome at times. Ooh, I see you, Jeff. Jeff Johansson. Ooh, missed that lunge attack there. Right, I'll shock you back up to tier 2.